Hello everybody, welcome back to another How to Draw Star Wars drawing tutorial. Now this is going to be our last character that we're going to do, and of course we've been talking about it from the very start that the last drawing would be Darth Vader. But I want to try something a little different, so we're going to start by kind of zooming into our enemy, getting like a facial scan, if you want to call it that. We're actually going to be doing the helmet of Darth Vader first, and then we're going to have our own duels personally with our own drawings of Darth Vader. And the most recognizable thing about Darth Vader, in fact, is, well, his helmet. So I wanted to put some extra detail into sketching his helmet out, and if we drew it, if Darth Vader was this big on our paper, our helmet would be like that big, and then we wouldn't be able to do too much detail. So since the helmet is such a big part of Darth Vader, I decided, hey, let's start with his helmet. So we're going to just do this completely without a picture today. This is going to be your first challenge. So I'm not going to have a picture somewhere else on the screen here. You're just going to be following along with me. That's a challenge for me too, because, well, my paper is going to be moving around a little bit because I only have one piece. And we're just going to try things a little bit differently today for the last day for an extra added challenge. So what I'm going to start with is, and don't get too frustrated, this is just a sketch, and this is going to be potentially the hardest character for us, but this drawing isn't too hard. This is just to get us kind of warmed up. So let's start just in the very middle of your paper. We're just going to draw kind of like a capsule shape, almost kind of like a long head, or just a circle that's been stretched out like that. Alright, and then we're going to divide this kind of stretched out circle shape, and we're going to divide that by kind of like a bar here. This is going to be made into kind of a arrow at the end. So the top is curved, and then we have two parallel lines making this kind of like a bar or a strip or something, and then it's going to come down to like an arrow right there in the middle. Okay, now from that arrow, what I want you to do is I want you to draw kind of like this arch, this half a heart shape coming out. This is going to be the sides of his helmet, if you can imagine how Darth Vader looks like. But I'll draw the shape and then you guys can follow along like that. So we're going to be making kind of like the McDonald's M almost, if I could compare it to anything. It would have to be McDonald's. And try your best to get them equal. I know they're not going to be perfect. And of course you can erase a little bit too. Alright. And now we're going to bring these out like this. Make kind of like this V shape. And then what we're going to do is we're going to follow this line, make it nice and thick up top. And then we're going to come back down nice and skinny here. We're going to make like this M shape a little bit more complete. Like that. So it's going to be like this thick bar here and one here as well. And then with your eraser, you can erase the two lines in here. And now you should have a bar with nothing in it. Alright, on the inside of the bar, we're going to complete like the shark fin shape. So you guys know what that looks like. We'll just complete that by doing that there. So now we have this shark fin on the inside. And what we do on the left side, we're going to do on the right side too. Like that. Alrighty. So now we have the basic outline of Darth Vader, and you can darken in everything on the outside. with your pencil. Use the tip of your pencil, but don't break your pencil. I can't believe it's the last week already. How time has flied when you're drawing awesome Star Wars characters. Well, just a spoiler for what I'm going to be doing next semester, but we're going to be doing some Marvel characters in a superhero drawing class. The Star Wars one was very popular, and I think last semester we were planning on doing a superhero, but nobody found any interest in that one as much as this one. So I decided we'll keep Star Wars and we'll do superheroes next time. And we have the new Avengers movie coming out, so it'll just be a good time to be able to draw superheroes. So, alright, so next what we're going to do is we're going to make kind of like these weird kind of green bean kind of shapes here. There's one there on the left side, and you'll do the same thing on the right side. And that's going to be kind of like his cheeks of the mask. And then at the bottom, make 2 circles. Like so. And then that's going to be connected by just a straight line like that. And then that's going to be a bar. So just draw a parallel line above it. Like that. And then we're going to make like this weird kind of triangle kind of shape. They're going to come up like that, up until there. But then we're going to do like this rounded circle above it. So it's kind of like these 2 lines like a pyramid coming in, and then this nose here. And then we'll do the same thing on the inside as well. Like that. So now they got this weird shape. And then we'll draw a line going through it on the inside to make this a kind of like a doorway or like an arch. And then above it should be the outline. Like that. And then we can start drawing some lines coming down. This is part of his breathing mask. Like that. Pretty easy. Alright, let's do his eyes. Let's give him a little bit of personality here. But before we do that, let's do the middle line. This is going to be connecting to his nose piece. So the nose piece is going to kind of be like this gumdrop first. Kind of like got this gumdrop shape. And then we are going to make 2 parallel lines in the middle. Like that. And then we're going to add some lines in there. Just 2 together. So 2 up top and 2 below. Like that. I don't even know if you can see that. Alright. Now what we're going to do is we are going to draw the eyes. So the eyes, we'll draw the first one on the left. We're going to make this C shape like that. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. And try to get them around the same size and shape. And don't worry about erasing, you could just fill everything in because these are going to be black anyway, so I guess it doesn't really matter. And then above that, we're going to make a thick outline, and then it's going to come really thin up until here. And we'll do the same thing on the other side, just like this big moon kind of curved shape, like that. Okay, now we just got a few more details and this mask is almost done. Very simple drawing. let's make these two shark fins coming out. These are going to connect right here at the tip. So one's going to go here, and the other is going to go here, and now we've made a shark fin. Like that. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. Like that. And then you can fill in anything that you might have forgotten of the drawing. And now it's time to have some fun. So now I have a black colored pencil. And I'm just going to start shading in all this stuff. If you guys want to with your own pencils or colored pencils as well, you can start to do that now. So I'm going to do this part first. I'm going to shade in this side as well. So we're going to shade in like these M's that we made for his helmet. And you know what? I like using my pencil better. It's the same color and it doesn't sound as gross. I don't like. And you can even turn your paper a little bit. And use the side of your pencil in order to shade. The thing for me is I just can't stand the sound. I don't like the sound of the pencil shading in. I don't know if you're like that too, but it drives me crazy. Okay, so now we got those, and now let's lightly shade in here, a little bit lighter than that. Alright, and we can also, we'll make this part darker too. I don't have a shading guide, I just have a drawing from memory here. And let's see, let's shade in his eyes dark, like we said we would. Oops. Move my paper. Okay. And then around that, you can just shade that in all a little bit lighter. And same with that too. And then around here it can be lighter, and kind of like the cheeks area where we did the like green bean shapes. Like that, and then it could be lighter in here in his cheeks. And then we'll also do it lighter up here, but then leave a spot kind of white up here, because we want to have like a little bit of a shadow. So, and you can use your finger and just kind of smudge that in. like that, and then this side could be all the same gray. Like that. Alright, next we're going to shade in everything in this part. Nice and dark and black. And in the end, it's going to seem like all of our lines are getting lost, but it should look pretty cool. Thing is about shading is it just takes a really long time to do that. It takes longer to shade than it does to actually do our drawing, it seems. And then for like this bar for his nose, we don't want to forget that. Let's do the bars inside nice and black, like that. And then we'll just lightly do that. And then this part we'll do nice and black, this gumdrop shape. And to make sure it's nice and black, I'm going to go back over it with my black pencil, or black color pencil. Add a little bit more black color. Like that. Whoa, look at that. We got a few more details to do and then we'll finish up. Let's use our pencils again. And let's do underneath the shark fin. Like that. And let's leave the kind of bars around. Let's see. Yeah, right there. There you can see it good. Let's leave the bars around his mask, mouth, kind of white for now. We'll do this inside nose thing black as well. And then we'll top it off with our color pencil once again. Like that. And then we'll get our pieces right here. We want those to be nice and colored in. And then we can shade in all this stuff. His mouth breathing piece. We want to make sure those are nice and dark. So I will just use the tip of my pencil and go back over all of those. Like that. You can see they're a lot darker now. And then with your color pencil, you can just lightly, again, just shade in all this white area around his mouth for the bars there. And then any other details that you see you might want to fill in, you can just touch that up with the black. It's so cool how it looks like in the light. It's just kind of like hard to see, but at the same time, it's just like really cool because it like shines. It's pretty cool. All right, and don't forget to sign your drawing. And you can date it at the bottom. All right, now is the real fun part. That was just a warm-up. The real fun part is getting in our duel with Darth Vader. So get your red pencils ready because the Sith is ready to wield. Let's draw Darth Vader.